Welcome my subscribers and the rest of the world. In the makeup therapy, I'm bringing you today the summary of my using the palette from Epic Beauty and Jewels of Eternity. Their first palette, it's a brand, as I hear, own brand from Monolith, and this is the color story. We having very beautiful shimmers here. I was not 100% sure how I feel about the mattes, and I grown to like them, but this was not a first, it was not like an easy love. So they are very good, but there is something, I personally miss something in this palette. I don't know, I wanted to do the last look. To be honest, I own you definitely this area, and I own you this, just this green with this, it would be so pretty. I think that this palette is more like one matte, one amazing multichrome, and you run. And yeah, and maybe, I don't know which one for divorce. I was watching one lady, she does the divorce look, and I'm thinking that I should get ready for my divorce as well and find some look for that occasion. But maybe today I will just go with these pinks and see, just regular one, not romantic. Just see how pretty the pinks can look. Okay, I will talk through that episode, but the rest one I will show you just on the speed. Or maybe let's not talk. Let's do that on speed too. I'm starting with the taupe beige, and this is my beauty creation base in that kind of peachy pink tone. So I was trying to make this connection under my brow the most natural. And the first shade here, it's the lighter option. It's called Soul Light, and oh, you can see which one is that. And the darker, little darker shade to just a little bit more modeling the eye shape from the outer corner. Yeah, that's such a V, and on the lower lash line. Okay, so I'll show you the shimmers. 3 shimmers from this palette. They are all having like a green twist, green purple, green pink. This one, it's over here, it's super reflective, and you can see it's like this frog. It's totally froggy. And this one also has a reflex, but in the pastel tones, very interesting. And then I also use this one, and this one has like emerald and purple. All of them are super pretty. That's why I think that this is palette which was figured out that made with pairs. So you have one matte shade and then correspond kind of shimmer, and they are just placed like so in the palette. So this shade is between the pinks, the one in the middle. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna apply it in my inner corner, and the froggy shade is the shade which is close to this pinks also. So it's like this this square over here, this quartet over here. So I think that maybe we just follow this idea from the palette and do the finish of the look this way. Trying to use the brush. This is application on the brush of the product, and I will place that in the inner corner. It's very flaky, so it's better to maybe spray it. I didn't, but I see that I see that one maybe was a mistake. I'll take some more, and I'm gonna use the setting spray as my spray. You can do with water. I just have a setting spray handy. It's not like a purpose of gluing this somehow specific, but I think that this is, yeah, definitely something to consider with that kind of flaky shades that helps them to stay on the applicator. Not spread all over the face. This is very, very beautiful. They are really pretty shimmers in this palette. I'm not sure how I feel about the composition, because I think that for me, slight review right now, it's missing something that makes it really special, and it may be just me, maybe I'm just kind of rebel that I need to have some, at least one shade which is like a surprise, but surprise in that way that it's bind all of these gorgeous shimmers somehow. And I don't see this in this palette. I don't see also very dark shade, which is a big miss in my opinion. And I don't see anything that it's really straightforward light and not cool. So warm tone people will not have anything lighter to work with. I would be really happy if it would be just like a banana kind of shade here, which is doesn't need to be straightforward super warm, not mustard, just that kind of butter shade. That will work so well because you can slightly warm it, but doesn't take away from that character of this palette, and it could work very well with this olive, which is not that light, and with all of these shimmers. I think that just the butter shade would do so much change here. I'll exchange one of the whatever matte you will choose, to be honest, to that kind of shade that it will bind this. And yeah, definitely I need to think which two shades I should delete. So I want something darker or change it for something darker and give some kind of shade which will be just something different but kind of bind this together. Yeah, shimmer, I'm thinking that I didn't swatch that, but I will use this shade here. It looks very interesting and it's like catch my attention right now so much that I cannot skip it anymore. I cannot ignore you. And it's named Timeless Glow. Ooh. We like timeless glow. That's for sure. Start it in the middle. Take that outside. And also I think that the people who are like cool tone and people who has a round eyes, they will be very happy with this palette. Because this shimmers will look so good on the round eyes. I am not the owner of those eyes, unfortunately. But I could see that would be something amazing. Right. Don't know how I feel about that. I think that gave me that kind of edge, and I will put this shade with my finger, the shade from the Quartet, which was this froggy one. This froggy shade, Burning Desire. That's such a nice name. Oh, definitely that's better. No, this was a good idea. Like, I think that I will cover the other shade completely because there is some disharmony here. I'm definitely missing something darker. It's like, for me, it's too much of the shine right now. I don't know how to stop and how to save the day with those. So, yeah. I hope that you can see somehow the shift. Definitely they are magical. Look at this. This is really crazy.
The next day,
I'm starting again with Beauty Creation, and this time a yellow primer and getting to that gorgeous olive shade. and I'm just trying to make like a halo kind of shape, and place this eyeshadow in the inner and outer corner and just blend them well. Now the next shade is very taupe, so I was not expecting that it will be looking that on that tone, so it's a little bit kind of, I don't know, not my favorite, let's say like that, or not my favorite with this composition. And now I'm grabbing beautiful golden shade, and I will place that in the center. I will finish this look with the dark red liner from Artitude Cosmetics. Okay, sorry for the noises and voices. I will show you that this is this part of the look, crossing this palette from Epic Beauty. I have like so like I need to get used to. Maybe this is very pigmented for sure, matte eyeshadows, but quite falling. And the shimmer is shimmering very strongly. This is mainly, like, I would say, focus on shimmers when you're getting this, not of the matte. That's my second use, and that's what is going through my mind. I will tell you quickly what I use on my face. I use the foundation from Lacura, and I don't know what is the number of this foundation, 3 maybe or something. And I use ZC powder, it's looking like so. And for my blush, I showed you in the clip, I use this palette. I use 2 shades, walnut and the I don't know, something on the letter P, this one, just to make like a gradation and add a little bit that redness which I was putting on eyeliner, which by the way is coming from Artitude Cosmetics, and they don't sell it anywhere anymore, but it was a shade Desire, if you have it in your stash. But any red, like red brown, it will look good with this combination, I believe. I like it how it turns out. And my Kiko Milano bronzer, I used black mascara. I was trying to look for burgundy, but I have no idea where I put it. So this diamond mascara is on, and on my waterline I put the liner from Sephora, like in the pearly cream shade. My brow is Beauty Bay, and I use tiny little bit of the concealer from Infallible Concealer from L'Oreal. And what I wanted to show you, and the lips combination is the lip liner from where are you? From P. Louise, one of those. I think that this was this snapshot or something like that. Then I used this shade Nancy from Cosmic Beauty. That's not the one again, but it's a dark shade. Maybe this one, guys. I have like a little bit on the run, and I tap it tiny little bit with my Destroyed, I think, Ballerina shade from Melt. I tap it like, this is very dry formula, and by the way, this is even like falling off. It's bad, but it's a nice color, and I just tap it on the top, so make it like this redness see through somehow and wash off to the red. Tell me, what do you think? Obviously, in the comments, I always looking forward for what do you think, what I should. This is very basic. I am a basic makeup user, and yeah, just want to present you this new brand and what I can do with this palette. The next day we're starting with the primer from Beauty Creations, and we're getting to the purples. And the next step, it will be the lighter shade, very bright pastel purple in the front of my eye, in my inner corner. So, and all over kind of as a base for the upcoming shimmer. This is my final look, but I'm recording that after long hours, so it's my final look before I will wash it off. And I will tell you just quickly what I was using to create this look. I will show you also the pictures somewhere, I hope, with the look how I was looking fresh. In first place, I have a lipstick from Glam Shop, one of these old type of liquid lipsticks, and unfortunately I have no clue what is the name because my name is washed off. But it's like a pinkish, very light tone, and I add a little bit of the brown lip liner. It was originally some other one, but one of the Cosmic Beauty. That was the lips. Now going for the face, I used the what foundation I was using? I was using mainly this foundation from Hourglass, I think. Hourglass and Lacura together. And I used Infallible Concealer on the beginning just to kind of craft around my eyes. I did a Zissy mascara and a black eyeliner on my waterline, and bronzer from Kiko Milano, my favorite, OG, and blush Mystic from Unearthly Cosmetics. And also as a highlight, you can see maybe a little bit now still on, I was using this blueberry muffin from Cosmic Beauty, from Delicious. I don't know, tell me, what do you think? What do you think in the darkness, how it looks? This shimmer which I used today, it's everything and more. It's so amazing. I will try to use it with a different combination, but that is really wow. I wows myself every time when the light was meeting this shade. You can see that they're wearing the matte eyeshadow. They are kind of, I don't know, they will be not my favorite, I would say. Maybe that's illusion, but I feel like here they're just like something funny. But we're rolling to the next look. This time I'm starting the look with the base from Beauty Moon Cosmetics called Medusa, and it's a black base. And back to the purples, but this time I hope that this base will give the depth and it will give the change the character of that shade. Now I'm reaching the next purple color. It is much warmer, I would say, has a different tone, and maybe, yeah, it's much warmer to the first one. Very beautiful. Another stunning shimmer. Another stunning shimmer, honestly. So well weared also. The crease stayed beautifully all day. This is how I finish this look with the black base from Beauty Moon Cosmetics. To be honest, this base from Medusa base. It's a little bit like it's moving, and I have to kind of tap it and repeat it and fluttering, and it was like, it's very liquidy, so it's lots of work. I will not recommend, like I would say like that, maybe, because at least you like that kind of watery formula. For me, for the dark black mascara, black base, it was a little bit too much of movement, and you know, it was a little tricky. However, I think that I got the depth from it, which is a plus. That's what I was looking for. I'm missing that in this palette somehow. I feel like this is like a very mid-tone palette, and yeah, and I want that kind of intensive look, and I want to see how this shimmers. Nothing, you see nothing in the camera. This is spectacular. Has lots of particles, different colors. It's green, it's gold, it's purple, like very cool purple, warm everything in the kitchen sink, but in the good way. What else I do to finish my look? I use the foundation from House Lab. I use Infallible Concealer. Unfortunately, looking a little bit too heavy. I use the ZC powder and also Artitude Cosmetics leftovers. I'm trying to dig in to completely finish this. And for the blush, I used the Crush blush, glowing blush from Earth. That's why I'm lovely pink on the cheeks. And then I used the Sinner Beauty Moon Cosmetics. This is actually very gorgeous, and I adore their highlighters. The single highlighter, so good, so good. This one is a Sinner, so you can see that it's glowing like there's no tomorrow. I used some liner. That's a very tricky liner. Is from Rimmel, but I don't really know, or I see the name. I have some old liner from Rimmel. Rimmel, am I saying correct? Well, such a liner in the like a dark, almost purple, but I just put it in the center kind of to frame my lips. And then I use the lipstick 90s from Cosmic Beauty, and I top in the middle the lipstick from Glam Shop. I have no idea what is the name because I know that they are discontinued, but it's just, I'm just showing you the color for the reference, because whatever you will have a, you know, chance to get something similar, that it will give a similar effect. It's not you know, I didn't and Holy Grail, oh, Kiko Milano bronzer on as well, complete this. And I didn't show you, but I use also brow sphere from Star from the Stars, and on my waterline is black liner from W7, and I use hand mascara in the blue shade. Yeah, so you can see a little glimpse of blue, not much to be honest. Okay, to the next one, alright? And this time we're gonna start with this emerald gorgeous green. Love this color. Now for my inner corner, I'm grabbing the lightest shade possible in palette. For the lower lash line, I choose this dark and cooler tone purple, so we can be ready for this gorgeous, absolutely stunning shimmer, which combine both colors, purple and that emerald green, and some more of turquoise. this is how I finish this look, and then we'll wrap it up, I think, the video. So I used the greens, as you see, and I think that I used the missing kind of shades. I hope that I crossed this palette very well. We follow what I use on the eyelid, and I will tell you what I finish this eye look with. I used mascara from hand and Kiko Milano eyeliner in the green shade. This was for sure some like limited edition or something. No, maybe not, because it's 112, so maybe you can find it. Very nice green, like I have lots of greens and blues, and I tell you that this is kind of special. They have very beautiful, really very gorgeous range of liners available. Okay, on my foundation I do the mix of foundation from House Lab and the foundation from Lacura, which I don't know what it is. Those two together, try to mix and match the shade. I use the concealer which I hate. I think that I will just bin it because it doesn't look good, but that L'Oreal True Match, I don't like that at all. I used very nostalgic bourgeois blush in the shade 42. It's just nostalgic, so probably that's why I still have it. And then my cheeks are obviously Kiko Milano bronzer OG, and I use also this palette from Ofra again. I used the Pink Cloud and the Clouds, these two products, just a little bit, kind of to add something shimmery. My lips is very hard to explain what, but on the top I use this Trapped lipstick from Gourmand Girls, and in the shade Piranha or something. A very pretty color, but I am mixed that with many, so it's not that quite original. And Louise liner in the shade Snapshot. I really like that shade. I'm using it many times. So that's it. I really love greens and blue, purple, green, mermaid vibe. This is definitely giving the mermaid vibe. This look. I use also brow sphere brow thing from Stuff from the Stars, and that's pretty much it, I believe. I hope you like it, and let's finish this lovely story with Jewels of Eternity. Okay, so this is the last look, let's say, in this video. I will obviously show you all of the looks which I create, or you saw it already actually, and I want to now just kind of combine what I think about this palette. I kind of said already during the telling you about this shimmers which I used now. I did some I add a little bit of this shimmer over here, just like a slight I don't know if you can see it, but just to make it so a little bit more interesting. And I think that, I don't know, I like it. I didn't take pictures, but I like it so far. However, not my best day of makeup. I don't know, or I have just not my best days with the makeup using this palette, or this is just not quite my cup of tea with the colors and how I operate. I like when something is more surprising than this. Is super harmony, but it's like in the mid-tone, I would say, and it's a little bit slightly too cool. I love when we have a olive tone, and then we have something that we can operate, not gray, because it's really looking very muddy. So I don't like this. This is very mist. I love greens, and I did lots of green look. I usually tend to do the green and blue at first, but with this ones, I think that this is really not a hit. The tones are like kind of not quite, you know. But if you like shimmers, these shimmers are spectacular and very, very beautiful and very special. This is nothing like an average shimmer. All of them are multi-situation, multi-dimension, very interesting. They wear well. And the shimmer which is over here, this is just so spectacular. It's called Whisper of Star. It is so good on the eye, and it's completely transforming all the look. and as an accent working very well. So overall I was really enjoying the process of knowing these shimmers better, and I still feel like I didn't made good adjusters, because I always, when I'm making the makeup, I feel like I'm limited with this matte and with this composition, that it doesn't have a depth enough and doesn't have that kind of something that whoosh, that it will be not too cool, not too kind of out of the, you know, like not matching with my body or with just like, yeah. So if you're a cool tone, you might really love that, and then this taupey shade, it will be looking on you like mid-brown if you are light skin, or if you're cool tone, dark skin, then yeah, you will have like a beige to brightening. But for me, I feel like that this is not neutral enough, that kind of addition tone. So I will exchange this taupe shade for the butter color. It's like a yellow but very neutral, almost beige, because it will give a great contrast to purples. It will harmonize with the pinks here, this kind of peachy pink kind of tones, and it will be great addition to work with this olive tone, and obviously it will not bother this cooler, beautiful emerald which we have in the corner. Talking about matte, obviously, and I think that it will play great all over with the rest shimmers, especially with the shimmers which have hidden gold, and here there are plenty of them. And so this is my first, like, what I would change, and maybe I will then skip, maybe I don't know what I will skip, because I really like this. Is very beautiful color. Maybe I would skip this one or this one, and I will change it for something really darker, like something really darker, deeper, and more versatile. And it wouldn't be black, in my opinion. That could be really the purple, but a little bit stronger than this. However, it's very beautiful, and I like these tones. Yeah, that's my opinion about this palette. It's very expensive, in my opinion. For these shimmers, this is great price, but for the composition, I feel like it's expensive, you know. So I would feel much better if I will not complain about these two things I mentioned and then pay the same price. But because I feel like this is like not everything, yeah, that's my little bit lower opinion about it. However, to the good things, these shimmers are the good thing. And let me count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 out of 20. So this is worth it to buy for the shimmers. You can easily take them out. It's just like Ainsley Rain kind of vibe. And you can very easily take it out. And I have even kind of impression the same with Ainsley Rain, that they had. I have gotten the palettes from my best friend as a gift, and all of these palettes, they have very beautiful shimmers, but the mattes are not enough in those palettes. So that's how I feel this. I think that the great shimmers really are challenging the rest, and I appreciate the color story maybe much more when you have just like 5 of them, and then all around them is a build the color story. So I would prefer to pay it slightly cheaper, having 20 shades, where it's 5 amazing shimmers. Like definitely this Whisper of Stars I will keep. I don't know which. This is now hard. Now I do hard for myself. But I will keep maybe this one also. And definitely this, which I use, this pastel kind of pink, is very pretty. This is the Froggy shade. Like I'll figure out like 5 of them, and then around them they build the color stories with the shimmer, with the mattes, where we have neutral or cool and warm tones, so you can play around, and that will make that palette more versatile, because not everyone is cool tone, and not everyone is warm, and sometimes people are neutral but has some redness or some kind of, I don't know, greenish problems. You know, there's it would be more versatile, in my opinion. As a consumer, I feel like that. Tell me, do you grab this palette? What do you think about it? I think that for the first palette of the brand, it's quite strong. And I wonder what will be next from them, because this is you know, you're putting yourself some bar and you want to put the next one higher. And I hope that they will figure out something interesting. I cross fingers to them. It was interesting to you know, to be a part of this trying for the first. I give that that trust and try it. And yeah, and this is my results. You could see all of my looks. I don't know even how many I did, but I tried, and I did also a few lives with this palette, and I think that I can put it back and I will think about it with the perspective how I want to grab it or not, because my fear is that I will just remember this whisper of stars and the rest I will forget. Honestly, that's what my fear. But let's feel it. Let's put it away now, and I will tell you, maybe to the rest of my face I did a very big mix of the foundations. I put on my cheeks the Ofra palette, Head of the Cloud, in the Clouds, or Over Clouds, something Head in the Clouds. So I used this palette for my cheeks. I used this shade. Unfortunately, I used this one and this to save this, because it doesn't look good on me. And I used these two highlighters. And I had ZC powder and MUA Cosmetics. MUA liner. I tried to use liner from Kiko Milano, but I honestly don't recommend that. Don't buy this. Just don't. I love Kiko, but this is a huge no. Don't do that. But MUA, it's awesome. So I kind of cover the mistake of Kiko, and then I use Aubergine, I believe, yeah, Aubergine mascara, so it will be like that purple tones. And on my lips is the lipstick, something, what is that? From Melt Cosmetics. It's a blood. Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. Blood wine. 3 days later. Yeah, and some, I don't know, dark, oh, I have it here, and Barry lip liner in the brown shade. That's me today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself, just like in Playing First and others, and I hope that you will tell me, did you grab it? Did you think about it? Did you miss it? Are you waiting for it? You know, what's the thoughts? And do you agree with me with that kind of how you enjoy your palettes? Do you like to have all of this crazy shimmers and then just few mattes, or no mattes, or just mattes and one shimmer? You know, tell me, what is your preference with the palettes? I really wonder how you kind of, you know, getting excited to return to palette. I definitely need to have a like common, like a playful story, and I would be more joyful probably with the good playful story with the matte, because I can see the results easier than with the multichromes. They're a little bit tricky, but fascinated as well. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.